and make it a little bit brighter. Um, yeah, man, this is pretty good right now. I have a lot of things situated. I feel what I just said is accurate. Yeah. It's 4:17 in the a.m. I don't want to commit to anything really. That's the point of the champ. I don't have to say anything definitively other than maybe the time. I already did that. Didn't even have to though. But it's done. Thank God. Yeah, so if I could run over what's running through my head. Um, so yeah, tomorrow, well technically today, I'm thinking about attending morning chakras. Of course, this entails I don't go to sleep or do go to sleep for very few hours. Yeah, like 2.5 hours. Then I'd have to get ready. So, I may do it. It might be a good idea. Definitely thinking about attending tomorrow, if not today, though. So that's good. And thinking about macaroni and cheese, ironically, because that may or may not have anything to do with chakras. Yeah, everything's going smooth as is questioned and asked frequently. How's everything going? Going well? Going big? Going down? I was just squinting as I was taking my glasses off and putting the cursor on the stop button so I can end it when I want it to end. Yeah, there's all kinds of things going on. I may very soon work at Jack in the Box. If I don't end up working at a kosher restaurant, looks like it would be Jack in the Box. If not, I'll have to find out with the passing of time. Because as of right now, I don't know. I just know that it's one or the other or neither. Uh, so that's what I know, and it's good to know. It's good to know. Certain things are good to know. Certain things are good to just trust. So. Well, I guess if I'm just trusting, I know I'm trusting. Anyway, not trying to be all philosophical, but I guess I slipped into it a little bit. So there's that. And I want to relate to people. I want to relate to everyone. I want everyone to know that I want to relate to you. I hope it's going. I hope it's going appropriately. I really do. I hope everything's going very appropriately. I don't want this to be a short champ video because I feel like why? What am I gonna go to sleep soon? Yeah, but I want to be like really tired and then alright, then I'll go to sleep. That's how I kind of want it to be. Yeah, basically that's it. I don't really know how much more. I was looking at the calendar to make sure it's on the right month. I don't really know how much more things I need to talk about. I could talk about Canada. I don't want to deal with all that. I could talk about gummy bears and leprechauns and candlesticks and grasshoppers and Bart Simpson and taekwondo and Simeon Rice. But I don't feel like all that to be talked about at one time. Cherries, blueberries. This is just words. You're gonna figure it out. I'm just saying words. Anyone can say that. Anyone can pretty much say anything. You don't. There's no rules really about just words. You can just say words. It's okay. It's okay. Words are just things people sometimes. You can just say. It doesn't have to be like a statement. Like I woke up today and I went downstairs and I put my shoes on. That's a good statement, but it's not the only way that a statement has to be. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? So the way it works is pretty simple. at some point I'm gonna go over and throw the Kleenex in the bucket, the basket. It's a basket, so I'm gonna walk over and do that at a point in time. But as of now, I'm just gonna sit and talk because I'm just wearing boxer briefs. So sit here and everything's fine. That's the best part. Everything's fine. Doesn't you don't have to trust it. Anything is everything's a choice. That's the best part about everything. It's all a choice. It could be like somebody could be coming up to a red light and see that it's a red light, and they could choose to go through it. That's a choice. It's not like because it's a red light your car stops. It's not. That's not how everything works. It's because it's a red light we have a choice to stop or go through, and thank God almost all the time people choose to stop. So thank God that that's the case. Sometimes people, I know a person, not literally goes through red lights when they're red, but I know a person that sees red lights all the time, metaphorically, and goes through them. I know a guy very well. Very well. Oh, I know this guy very well. I know him very well. He's my favorite person. He's not just a guy I know. He's my favorite person. And I don't want to clown on my favorite person. I just kind of want to rationalize how he thinks so that I can rationalize how I think. Because, if this guy's my favorite person and he's constantly going through red lights, I'm thinking, like, I like everything about this guy, but I just don't like his decision making. That's okay. I can still like everything else about him. Just decision making is not my forte to ascertain with him, And of course, ascertain is not really an appropriate word to use there, but then again, no one's going to come in and get me. That's get with a G-I-T. No one's going to come and get me. So that's always very convenient. Like if I was in a school, right? And somebody is like, hey, Jonathan, you need to write a thing and it's got to be so long and you got to give it to me on this time or else bad things will happen. And then I do it and I put it all in at that time and they say, no, not good enough because you wrote ascertain in a line that there's nothing to ascertain. That time I used ascertain pretty much right. And they would be like, if you used it how you just used it in your video, then maybe, I don't even know. Maybe they would be like, no good still. Maybe they'd be like, okay, good, but not that good. And then that would be something I would have to, or something I would definitely have to make a decision on, whether or not I want to continue that process. So it's everything's a process. Do I want to continue processes of making choices where it's just me doing this one or this one? Or me putting myself in a scenario where it's definitely this one or definitely that one? Either way, it's one or the other. So this is how I operate. Modus operandum is something that came into my head. I think it's like mode of operations is what that basically translates to. Either way, that's how I'm interpreting it. So I've been noticing a lot of shiny pennies lately. So I mean that's not really a massive thing to talk about, but whatever. There's some shiny pennies out there. I like them. They're good. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Chakras soon. If not today, I mean I don't know if I'll go today, but I'll read my book here. I'll read it here. I'll definitely read it here. I'll read 25 to 80 here. I'll do that, definitely. Yeah, so that's the plan. I know I say definitely. I may end up not doing it, but as of this past minute, I really feel like that's something I want to do. So that's still continuing, and it's a good time. It's a good time. It's always a good time. That's the interesting thing is that it's always a good time no matter what time it is. Okay, so I had a picture on my phone. I guess I might as well show you. It's not my picture, but I might as well clue you in. It's I worry sometimes about showing stuff that's not like this belt. I mean it's technically my belt. It came from somewhere though. Everything came from somewhere, including this picture. Look at that. Isn't that a great picture? Look. Okay, there's a clock. It says 7SP, right? That's what the clock at top says. But look at this clock. I like that clock. So that's basically how it always is. And you know, it's a good clock. I think it's a good clock. I like it. It goes tick tock. Sherlock delayed a little bit, but hey, it's okay. It's really good, man. I think I'm gonna wear it this Saturday. I definitely want to be doing that. Definitely. Yeah, man, I'm good. You know, I'm so good right now, man. I could just talk about it. Everything's fine. That's the beautiful thing, is that it's a choice. Look at that. It's a choice to believe me or not. That's always a choice. Um, it's always the choice. So, you know, it's just a good choice. So I'm gonna have to go and pick up the groceries where I left them. I left some groceries in a holding. I'll call it a holding. It's not a foreign refrigerator. It's actually very near that person that I said is my favorite person. It's near him, very much so near him. He's guarding it, is what is going on. He's guarding my groceries. I picked up a lot of healthy ingredients, so I thank him profusely for picking them up. I don't know if he accepts my thanks, but I send it out to him. And, you know, that's how it goes. We need to get an arcade situation going here. We need to get a whole situation with arcade. We need to get, and I was fixing it. It doesn't matter. So I need to look. I was over there. I was standing up a little statue thing I had. That's all it is. It's a little clay, ceramic kind of human thing. It kind of represents me. I might as well show it. This thing fell over, so I picked it up. It was labeled the little boy, or the boy with the heart of gold. That's me. I have the Modani written in English here in case I ever forget it. And I just stand it up right in front there. Yeah, sometimes I just think I might as well just say everything, but sometimes I should keep some. Not that that was one of them necessarily, but the rhythm that it kind of interjected was a little unnecessary, but not bad. You know, it made in the end make it good. I feel like it made it okay. I don't really quite remember what I was going to say next, but you know, it doesn't really necessarily matter if I forgot. But you know, there's a movie called Labyrinth that I really want to check out again, because when I saw it originally, it was really good. It had a lot of nice vibes. It was purely classic. I think 85 or 86. Super 80s. Just a great movie. Labyrinth. It's very, very Jim Henson, and it's got a lot of puppets and things like that. It was really good. Yeah, I recommend it. And the other thing I recommend, you know, not that you're asking, but I like yogurts. Like orange creamsicle yogurts. Those are delicious. But that's not even the point. The point is that most of the time, you know, you'll find you'll find like a grasshopper, right? Now this is getting, I don't know what exactly, but you'll find a grasshopper and he'll be walking down the sidewalk, and then eventually someone's gonna talk to the grasshopper and ask him, how come you've been walking on the sidewalk for this long? Why can't you hop? And he's going to say, I could, but, you know, I don't really feel like it's necessary. And then the other person's going to either be able to say, okay, fine, you know, that's okay, whatever, you know. Or he'll be like, very like, what? You should hop. You're a grasshopper. This is ridiculous. Start hopping. I'm going to get very angry, and that's the person's choice, you know. Like, it was the grasshopper's choice to hop or walk, and he decided to walk. It's always leading to choice. So there's that. Oh, I want to tell you guys about Cubo. Great channel. It's a great channel called Cubo. I really like it. It's a great channel. It's just a great channel. I love it. It's Cubo, and it's just fantastic, man. Just fantastic. It's most fantastic. Oh, man, I could do this all day. It's just a fantastic thing. You can talk about stars. You can talk about marshmallows. You can talk about Pinocchio if you want, but there you go. I'm talking to myself anyway, so anything really works. It could be about the dungeon master. You know, when you have a dungeon master, you got to think about, like, what exactly am I ascertaining? You know, I just like that. In that case, it basically, it works. The Matrix. The Matrix is good. It's a very good one. Yeah, I want to send some emails out. I might as well just say, I mean, I don't know, is it really always good to say whatever's on your mind? Maybe. Maybe it is, because no one really has quite done it, necessarily. Maybe someone has, and it's just working for them, and they're not being seen everywhere. And then that's how it worked out. I don't know. And then maybe there's someone that we all know that's saying everything on their mind, we just don't know it. But I'm thinking that I want to email a former teacher of mine. I may even email him this episode. I don't know. He's a really smart guy, and he's got a lot of brilliant ideas. So maybe he'd be a good person to collaborate with. Maybe he knows something interesting to report. Anything, anyone can do whatever they want. Anyone can do whatever they want to do. That's the important part about everything. It doesn't matter if you want to just eat Cheerios. If I want to just eat Cheerios, I can go and eat Cheerios. I don't have to sign up for that. I don't have to pay more than like $3 for that. It's a little bit. And even if I didn't have $3, after long enough, if I just grab a box, this is a big one. If I just grab a box of Cheerios in a market and bring it to the counter, and I just stand there and I keep looking for my stuff, like I could film a video on this. I could just bring the Cheerio box to the counter, just one box of Cheerios, bring it to the cash register, and just look through my. I can't dishonestly look through if I know I don't have the right amount, but I could keep offering them. Just offer them whatever I got, just give it to them, and if they don't want it, they don't have to accept it, but it's up to them whether or not they use force on me for anything. That's up to them. So I could do this even if I didn't have $3. I could circumvent $3 to the Cheerio box. So I could do that. That's always a possibility. I'm very glad that it's a possibility. Very glad. So there's that. There's a lot of things, There's a lot. You probably noticed some shorts and a shirt back there. I might donate both or one of them. The shirt is an NFL Players Association logo shirt. It was always very scratchy when I wore it, so I'm probably gonna donate it, but maybe won't. Maybe I won't. It's a nice. It's a classic shirt. I don't even know if the NFL has that logo anymore. It's actually hilarious. Professional sports, they're hilarious. They're 100% hilarious. The shorts I'm not going to donate. They're very nice shorts. Not that I don't want to donate something nice. Is that I want to use them in a proper scenario. They are very, very nice Lego shorts that I bought just for a game in 2006. A famous game made famous by myself and Tim Thomas. I was gonna make sure the Lakers won, and it turned out that Tim Thomas was going to make sure of something too. So either way, I made sure that something happened. So something happened, and I was wearing those shorts for that, so I probably shouldn't donate it. I was not just wearing those shorts. I wore sweatpants, and then I put those shorts over the sweatpants. Then I wore like a long sleeve shirt, and then I put I think I wore my Shaq jersey, like my real old Shaq jersey. It was really tight that I wore when I was like 7. On top of that, long sleeves, and those shorts were accompanying it, and we went into the stadium. It's of course called Staples Center, and then we had a good time. So it was really good. I really appreciated everything that happened that night. I really did. I'm so glad I went. It was one of the best nights ever. Anyway, so back to my favorite buddy. He's a great guy. Sometimes he's a little hard on himself, but of course by that I mean he's always way too hard on himself. And it's always very funny how it works out. I mean, it's just, it's up to us if we want to believe we won or lost. It's always up to us. Do you want to believe you win or lost? If you're not sure, then that's another choice. I believe I'm winning. I'm winning right now. I don't need to change anything. It's thankful to God. That's it. That's all I want to do is thank God. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Man, there's a lot of great Fox 11. That's the thing about Cubo. They show all the classic Fox 11 cartoons and shows like that. Animorphs. They said they had Carmen Sandiego. I imagine that show Archie's Weird Mysteries was probably on Fox Kids it said it was from 99 to 2000. Imagine that it was on, at some time, on Fox Kids. That was a good one. It's too bad that people ran away from their childhood. I mean, not necessarily that they did, but it'd be nice if we could kind of hang out a little bit. We could just kind of hang out by the Fox Kids and the GAC and the tricycles and all that. You know what I'm saying? Cops and robbers. It's still a fun game. I want to do some things with Mountain Dew. It could be drink it. It could be sip it. It could be gargle. A lot of things can be done with Mountain Dew. I want to do some things with the dew. Do the dew. Do you want to do the dew? Do you know the best way to do the dew? Do you know the morning dew is best code red? Now, it's not really that funny of a Mountain Dew joke. It's a dew joke. So there's that. And of course, the possibility of a friction is always in store. So I could be talking about a lot of things with friction. Now things are getting very specific because I start off rambling. Now I'm commenting on that, but now I'm getting back to friction. What is friction? Socks and carpet. That's one very common way to deal with friction. You can just do friction like that. No big deal, right? No big deal. But then again, there's the concept of darts. That was just a side way. I wanted to say a word with D. Why did I want to say a word with D? I had to charge a fee. No, I don't want to end it like that because it's not. I don't want it to be all mysterious. It's just, sometimes I feel like saying something silly. Sometimes I feel like saying something serious. That's just how it goes. So I've been saying something silly, saying something serious, and it sometimes gets delirious. No need if you can't be hearing us. It's only one of me, so there's no two of us. I got a little greedy with the rhyming. I thought I might go further with it, but I didn't. It's okay. I did enough. I feel good about it. Good, even with this scruff. So, feel it's pretty good. Grenades. I got a little thing here. It's not a grenade, but it's a counter. It's kind of like a grenade. If I had to pretend it was a grenade, I could. Not that it's like, the best idea, but, it's an idea. So there's that. Yeah, I guess this is good. Yeah. Very good. Very good. All right, this is good. Yeah. Very, very good.